Pete Weber, one of the greatest bowlers in PBA history, uh, always in attendance for the PBA Pete Weber Missouri Classic that they do each year in honor of him and how great he was and trendsetter he was in bowling. So that took place early today. You had four matchups as per usual. It's always like a step ladder, and then out of these four matchups, there was only one bad matchup. The other three were really good. The first one was Don Beard against Ryan Barnes. Ryan Barnes, son of Chris Barnes, who's one of the best ever. Ryan Barnes, this is his first time being on the national TV stage, and he had a really bad game. He was probably nervous. He ended up bowling a 141. Don Beard ended up beating him with a 190. He won 190 to 141 to advance. It was a bad showing for Ryan Barnes, but I think he can get back to this point again, and he can definitely win or get further than he did. It's definitely going to be some progress. This only his second year as a professional, so I'm not going to go too hard on him. Then the second matchup, you had Timmy Tan versus Don Beard. Timmy had five straight strikes to start off, but then in the ninth and 10th frame, he had a few struggles, had a few mishaps where he needed a strike, but he ended up getting a 9 pin. And then Beard, he needed two strikes and a 9 pin to get the win, and he ended up getting that, winning 246, 245 to advance to the next matchup. So then the next matchup was Don Beard versus Tim Ford Jr. And this was down to the wire, back and forth. And Beard ended up winning 239, 236 to advance. So now it was Don Beard versus EJ Tackett in the finals of the PBA Pete Weber Missouri Classic. Then this one back and forth, down to the wire. I mean, they both had their mishaps and their struggles, but it was like they had the strikes early on when they needed them. Then down the wire, Don Beard wasn't able to get the strikes that he needed. EJ Tackett, he ended up getting two strikes and a 9 pin to end up finishing the match off 238, 236. And EJ Tackett won his 25th career PBA Tour title, now tied for 11th most all time. So shout out to EJ Tackett. He had a phenomenal week, able to get all the way to the finals, get to the first seed. He was averaging a 232.8 over this week, and I talked about it on my podcast about how great he had been. But shout out to Don Beard too for him getting as far as he did. Happen. I mean, he competed in all four games. He went 3-1, so that's a really good showing. And I don't know much about Don Beard, so he had a great showing. This was a fun. It's probably the best PBA event of 2025 so far. I definitely enjoyed this. It was some fun matchups. But yeah, shout out to EJ Tackett, shout out Don Beard, Timmy Tan, Tim Ford Jr., Ryan Barnes, all the guys that competed, because it was a lot of fun. And this was a great Sunday. This was a great weekend. Leave a like, subscribe,